So I am Celestine Nkounkou, Ngoma, a research lecturer at Marien Ngouabi University. I has field research the chemistry of a natural substance. I look like introduction, young researchers who used to work with me as a team. So the students are Miss Mikala and Miss Kubaka and Mr. Mbani and Dr. Babongo. So the research work I going to present is entitled Valorization of Medicinal plant used in the Congolese pharmacopoeia. This the plant we have introduction, methodology, result and discussion, and conclusion and perspectives. So the Congolese flora has about 6,500 plant species, of which about 4,397 species, include in 198 families and 1,338 genera are recorded in the National Herbarium. So 1,229 medicinal species distributed in 100 families are used of the treatment of several pathologies. So Congolese institutions responsible for the popularization and promotion of traditional medicine are the Traditional Medicine Antenna, the Traditional Union of Congolese Traditional Therapists, the Center for Plant Resource Studies, the National Center for Traditional Medicine, and Germafet Track. So the main institution involved in medicinal plant research in Congo are the Center for Plant Resource Studies and Marien Ngouabi University, which hosts UCDV's doctoral program in valorization of aromatic and medicinal plants. So, concerning the scientific objectives of the study, the purpose of this study was to take stock of the work carried out in the UC2-VIS laboratory. It is one, to list all the work done, two, to drag a list of plant students. Concerning methodology, to do this, a compilation of all the results of the offline work of the laboratories has been compiled and processed with Excel software to determine one, the number and nature of the work carried out, two, the number of other, three, the number of plant species studied. Concerning results and discussion, green one, number of students and the nature of the document produced. So 230 pharmacological and chemical students, 29 doctor theses, 26 postgraduate dissertation, 27 master's theses, and 20 ethnobotanical inventory works. So, and 7 free authors. Concerning grade 2, number of species standing was 130 botanical species divided into 57 families and 121 genera. So, this result should use that among 130 plants, 7 have attracting attention for they appear in record students. Grand frequency of use of organs. This figure shows use that the most used organs are the leaf and the stem back. The use of the aerial part of the plant is very favorable for the preservation of plant biodiversity. So, grade 4, frequency of use of extract. The use of aqueous extract is very favorable of health and the environment. Organic extracts are more used in the chemistry for the research of active principles. Grade 5, pharmacological activity achieved. So, 27 activities carved out, and the antioxidant, analgesic, antithelmitic, and antimicrobial activities are the most recent. So, 26 chemical studies carved out. Chemical screening is the study carved out mainly 96% for the identification of chemical families. So, terpenoid, alkaloid, polyphenol, carbohydrate, proteins, and lipids. For the identification of chemical families with biological activity. The layer chromatography screening is used more than tube test. The TILC technique is used by chemistry and tube test by biologists. Identification by expressive technique concern overall only 30%. And so for separation, isolation, and identification of active chemical compounds. Concerning conclusion and perspectives, we say the result of this study showed that the Congo is is rich in medicinal plants, the result of scientific work, pharmacological activities, and chemical studies justify the use of medicinal plants by traditional healers in our country, Congo. The academic team in charge of chemical and pharmacological studies have so far studied 131 active plant species. The digitization work of pharmacological and chemical data will consider the basis of the Congolese pharmacopoeia. Concerning perspectives, we plan the document listing all plants with proven activities. Among the missions of our laboratory is the formulation of phytomedicine, which is not yet done despite the multiple works and result mentioned above. We request internships or training in the galenic formulation of phytomycin to complete our study program, especially for our master's students. Thank you for your kind session.